If we haven't met, I'm Henry. My friends, let's talk about the integrating of the equinox and eclipse energies. Wowzers, my friends. So, that is all I have to say about the equinox energies. So, these have been significantly amplified by the eclipse window that we are still in, my friends. And in fact, the next eclipse takes place this coming Thursday, which is a partial solar eclipse, which is bringing to a close this particular extremely powerful window of transformation, though the energy will continue to impact for some time, my friends. So, as we are approaching the upcoming partial solar eclipse, I really suggest making sure to continue doing your energy work, doing energy integration meditations as well, because yes, we are finding ourselves nearing the conclusion of an incredibly transformative, energetic, beneficial portal, yet the energetic ripples will continue resonating for some time. So, with that, then, how are you doing, my friends? How are you after the intensity of this past week? So do a mindful check in. Check in to see how you are. Is there any cosmic light energy that hasn't been integrated yet? Are you still in the integration process? Are you being called to do another integration meditation? Check in to see if there's anything that is needed to be done. Because I have to say, I was really surprised at, in terms of the energy that came through on March 20th, the equinox. I had been doing regular energy work. I did a equinox meditation the night before, an energy meditation the night before, and then also an energy equinox meditation the day of. And I was feeling really, really great until the afternoon when I crashed hard on the couch. Like I was out for a couple hours. I could not keep my eyes open. It was that kind of tiredness where you're like, whoa, I'm in the wooziness of, really strong cosmic light coming in. And then later on, when I woke up from the nap, I actually then was walking around in that kind of foggy daze kind of feel for the rest of the day, night. And then I went to bed and then the next day I felt completely shifted. But I haven't really responded in that way to high energies in a bit. And so it really kind of took me by surprise. And so I was curious about it. So I did a meditation and I felt into it and I asked like what is happening here? And so, upon mindful inquiry, what came through was that it was adaptive energies that I was told were actually clearing. So, adaptive energies were clearing through. Literally, the energies and ways we have adapted ourselves to exist in the world were exiting. Something also significant got wrapped up. So it was really interesting. But what about you? How did you feel? Did you feel it as well? Did you get any other information? And I would love to know. So please tell me in the comments. And also, another part of it for me was I felt like I had shifted into a whole entirely new timeline. And in some ways, I felt like I had one foot in it already because it was familiar, but one foot wasn't. And so when I completely shifted into this new timeline, one that has like patiently awaited our readiness, initially there was that feeling of it was familiar, but then there was also a feeling of like, being slightly out of place with a new space. And so I did a dowsing energy session for myself to clear anything that's blocking, being able to, really shift effortlessly and clear anything else that's blocking the cosmic energies from integrating, and then calling in an integration and strengthening that connection to a new timeline. And then afterwards, I went on a nature walk just to be able to allow myself to really anchor and then regrounding and harmonizing my energy and felt completely shifted. But it was really interesting because it just seems like we're being guided away from our previous norms, encouraged to gently settle into new energetic landscapes for the weeks and months ahead. And so it was a really powerful couple days. And then in another meditation, I asked then, should I offer another integration session? Because I had at that point done numerous integration sessions in terms of myself. So I asked if I should do another integration session, offer it to my Inspiring You Patreon group. And I got a yes. So on Saturday, we did a Meditate with Me, Inspiring You Patreon class where part of it is an integration meditation. And if you are part of that, the replay will be available soon. So, my friends, the point of me sharing this is that big cosmic light influxes can be deeply disturbing for all of us just about at every level. No matter how many tools you have or how long you've been doing energy work. And while it is positive, it is actually positive. It can actually also be uncomfortable at times, and it can also really be discombobulating too. So, all that we are basically is tossed up into the air and then is landing in a different configuration. So, many of the old identity structures we have worn for lifetimes have not landed at all, it seems, because they're being dissolved, or are dissolving. And we're then being asked to come to know ourselves in a new way of being. So it's really profound, and these profound influxes of light energy, while expansive and transformative, they can significantly disrupt our sense of stability. Because as old identity constructs dissolve, it's natural to feel disoriented or unsettled. Yet we are being invited now to meet ourselves anew, discovering deeper light truths of our being. So, with that, then, I encourage you to make sure to do integration sessions in terms of your energy work. And also, then the intention that you want to set is to harmonize these transformative light cosmic frequencies more easily into your personal energy field. And also know that we're in the midst of it still. And within that intention, you can also ask your spirit guides for the highest good. I call it my team of light, which includes, guides, higher vibrational beings for the highest good, assisting your higher self souls, your ancestors, whoever's part of your team of light for the highest good, assisting, then offering powerful support in this integration process. Because when you're asking your team of light to support you in this powerful integration process, it helps dissolve and untangle the energies a lot faster with grace and ease, as opposed to your human and your higher self soul just trying to work through it. You're calling in a whole team to support you. It goes much faster to do it that way. So let yourself then take time to do energy meditations, take time to sit for a while. Invite in your team of light, your guides, your higher selves, because it can really support you. It can take months off of the untangling and integration process and make a huge, significant difference also in comfort levels. So for me, I'm always asking my guides for what is the most efficient way through this and the least amount of time that I have to, in my human experience, I have to go through this. And that's for me. I mean, and so with it, I'm always like, yes, please, I'll like my team of light help me for the highest good. Thank you very much. You can of course do this more as a solo aspect, which absolutely it doesn't require in terms of doing it with anyone else per se, because you are an energy alchemist. But that being said, though, you have support available to you. So why not ask for also support for the highest good? And then whether or not you do an energy meditation solo or within a group, it doesn't require anyone else's input, but yet it can sometimes be helpful to do things in a group field because the energies are amplified and strengthened faster. So it can be easier then to feel what is happening and sense the presence of the support that becomes available because the field gets amplified and it is faster. So while personal meditation and energy work can beautifully facilitate this process individually, coming together can amplify our collective field, deepening our sense of clarity, comfort, and connection. So with that, my friends, however you are being called to it, let yourself do it. Take that time. There are energy meditations already up on my podcast, The Inspiring You Show. If it calls to you, check it out. There will be a new energy meditation later this week for this next eclipse. And if you also want to check out the Inspiring You Show Patreon, I'll put that information in the show notes. So that is it for now, my friends.